Okay, this is the last one for now, but I may have to do this over 2 videos. This is a story called Snow Falling, which is from around 2018. Jimmy rises slowly to sit up on the floor. A half-eaten slice of pizza hangs from his jumper. He opens and closes his eyes, trying to get a sense of his surroundings. It takes a few moments to realise he's at home, or at least the room in a vacant house that's serving as one, and about 8 other people. He steps over Mike, who's lying face down next to him, and heads to the kitchen. His hands shake as he pours a glass of water and drains it in a gulp. Searching for the cupboard, he finds an open box of cornflakes, shoves a few handfuls in his mouth and washes them down with another swig of water. Breakfast sorted, he needs a chaser. He feels around in his pockets, pulls out a piece of paper and is disappointed to see it isn't money. The crumpled letter from Sarah had arrived yesterday. Through his fog, he remembered taking in her words before he'd passed out. He was going to be a dad. She had been on a programme and was clean. He'd been surprised that his spunk hadn't been too stoned to do their job, but then he hadn't been too stoned to do his business that night. Not like most of the other nights when him and Sarah had fallen asleep to dreams of chasing the dragon. She'd said he could apply for the programme. There was special funding for a Restart Family scheme. He couldn't believe she'd want him around. She said she still loved him. They'd shared a love, all right, but it wasn't for each other. Jimmy remembered his dad, how he used to come home from the pub on Friday, payday, barely able to stand. Both Mum and Jimmy had got the brunt end of his dad's frustration with life. As he got older, he got better at hiding, until he finally grabbed his school bag and left. No, he couldn't be a dad to anyone, had nothing to teach. The programme sounded like a good idea, though, and maybe one day he'd get clean. But for now he looked out the window to see that snow had covered everything with a fine layer of white dust. If only he could cut it into some lines. His hands shaking, he wiped the sweat on his jeans, leaving a shiny trail. He shivered. His coat had been stolen a few weeks ago by one of his fellow squatters. Despite the cold, the sweat continued to creep down his back. As he stepped outside, he felt his chest contract with the first icy breath and wrapped his arms around himself, his fingers tucked up under the frayed sleeves. Staring down at the pavement, he walked the familiar route. Standing in the familiar spot, he shuffled one foot side to side, trying to get feeling back in his feet as a dark car pulled up. The window pulled down an inch. "Yo, Jimmy, how's it going?" He leant into the window, almost sliding across the ice and into the door. "All good? You can fix me up for 20? "You already got credit, Jimmy. I ain't a charity." "I'm good for it, you know, just till my dough check comes." The window wound down further and Jimmy looked eye to eye with Big Frank. Frank looked down at Jimmy's feet. "Give me your shoes." "My shoes? Come on, man." And he starts undoing the laces. "You can have them back when I see the cash." He takes a small packet of white crystals. The car drives off with cackling laughter. One painful step at a time, Jimmy headed for the alleyway, craving for a hit stronger than that for shelter. To be continued.